nigga. Everything is purple. Everything is purple. ASAP. Swag. Everything is purple. Everything is purple.
What game is the Jets at the Bills?
Buffalo is at home, and this is going to be a close game. I'm going to take them 27-21 over the Jets. But I will say this: I think the Jets lose no more than 2 games all year after this. Yeah, no more than one. No more than one.
Fitzpatrick, he's a Harvard guy, so smarter guy wins, right? The Bills.
I'm also going to take the Bills at home. I do think it will be close.
The Jets are overrated. They will not make the playoffs like Green Jeans thinks they will. And I'll take the Bills there. Next game is the Seahawks at the Cowboys.
Seahawks are catching the Cowboys on a bad week, even though they lost Sean Lee, who is the only Cowboy I like because he was Penn State. But I think that Dallas is angry about getting killed by the Eagles last week, and I will take them to rebound at home with a 28-14 win over the Seahawks.
Just in spite of Eric, I'll take the Seahawks.
Yeah, I'll take the Seahawks.
Butter's break.
Cowboys are they hurt themselves.
I think I agree with Green Jeans and go with the Cowboys here. Next game is the Browns at Texans.
Cleveland put up a fight against San Fran, but it wasn't enough. And Houston, like I said from week 1, will be the division champion. And is Andre Johnson coming back or not, Carlos?
Yeah, I think he is.
Okay, and with that, I think he will make a big comeback. And I think Matt Schaub throws for 4 touchdowns. And Houston wins this game 31-14 over Cleveland.
Yeah, I like the Texans winning pretty handily.
I agree. I think the Texans will win at home.
Yeah, I take the Texans there with Andre Johnson coming back. Next game is the Falcons at the Colts.
I think this is the easiest pick of the week in my opinion. I think Melissa's going to be very happy, and I think as Falcons get a 35-10 win, I think Michael Turner could go for 200 yards.
Yep, Falcons will.
The Colts are not showing anything. Falcons.
Yeah, I take the Falcons here. I believe Michael Turner will have 200 yards, and Matt Ryan have 300 yards.
Talking about.
Yes, that's Jeremy.
Next game is the Dolphins at the Chiefs.
Well, the Dolphins will play against the Giants, but the Chiefs are rolling with Todd Haley and his rally beard, and it's kicking in. So I'm going to say Matt Castle has a big game, and I think the Chiefs at home get a 31-17 win over the Dolphins.
Yeah, I like the Chiefs receiving core over the Dolphins suspect secondary.
It's difficult to go into Arrowhead Stadium and win, and the poor Dolphins, even though they're hanging in there, just don't seem to be able to finish, so I have to take the Chiefs.
You guys can come.
I think this will be the Dolphins' week this week. Fonte Davis coming back for the Dolphins secondary. So I'm going with this. Next game is the Bucks at the Saints.
Just to prove to Carlos that I'm not a Buccaneers fan, and just to state the fact, the Saints are undefeated at home, and they had a tough loss to the Rams. I think they're going to lose 2 in a row. They haven't lost 2 in a row all year long. And I think Drew Brees comes out and has a big game, and I think at home they beat the Buccaneers in a fairly close game by a score of 35-2.
Yeah, we are, but you could go.
Yeah, I think it'll be a pretty close game, but like Eric said, the Saints are at home, so.
I think the loss to the Rams probably stung pretty badly, so I think the Saints are going to come back strong.
I don't think it's going to be a close game. I think the Bucks are overrated. I take the Saints here. Next game is the 49ers at the Redskins.
Bold prediction: the Redskins will not win another game this year. Not win another game this year.
What?
But it still won't be enough to get your luck. And they're bad. And the Niners are going to. Frank Gore, I think, goes for 250 possibly in this game. Niners win.
I like Coach Harbaugh. I think he's a pretty good coach. Knows how to get his players excited. I'm going with the 49ers.
I think he's arrogant, but I also think the 49ers are going to win.
I think the Redskins will win another game, but I take the 49ers here. Next game is Broncos at the Raiders.
I think that the bye week was just what the Raiders needed, and I think that Carson Palmer will be able to do decent and not nearly as bad as he was before. And but I think that's unfortunate for Tim Tebow. As great as he is, he has nothing around him, and he's getting a bad rap for it. But I think at home the Raiders will win this game by a score of 27. 27.
For the Broncos to win, Tebow would have to put the team on his back, and I think he's just not ready to do that yet, so I'm going to take the Raiders.
I'm not impressed with Carson Palmer. I never have been. However, I don't think Denver is much of a threat, so I will reluctantly take the Raiders.
Yeah, I'll take Oakland. Yeah.
Special effects.
Next game is the Bengals at the Titans.
Cincinnati, I'm not sure if they were or not, but they could sneak into the playoffs. They're a very dangerous team, and Tennessee finishes this homestand 1-2, and Cincinnati, under a good game by Andy Dalton, wins this game, but fairly close, 27-20.
Yeah, Dalton played well last week. I like the Bengals.
I'm taking the Bengals. They want to make this division race tight.
Yeah. I think I took the Bengals here, who I think would be a wild card this season. Next game is the Rams at the Cardinals.
The Rams got what they needed and got a really close win, but I think that this is at home, and I think the Cardinals will knock on the door. But I think they win by a last-second drive and a touchdown from Cobb to Fitzgerald. I think they win this game 31-20 over the Rams.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a close game, especially after how the Cardinals were kind of demoralized against the Ravens. And the Rams, they should have a lot of momentum beating the Saints like that. And I like the Rams.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Rams. The Arizona should be ashamed of themselves. Blowing a 21-point lead like that, pathetic. Pathetic. They don't deserve to win.
The Rams was able to beat the Saints without Sam Bradford, and he's coming back this week, so I think this should be an easy win for them. Next game is the Giants at the Patriots.
Yeah, this is going to be a game where the Patriots will lose 2 in a row, and they're going to come back firing on the Giants, who have the toughest second season schedule of anyone else. I think Brady throws for 5 touchdowns, and the Patriots win 35.
Shout out to the Jones.
I'm also going to say that the final records of the division for the Cowboys, for the year for the Cowboys and the Giants will both be 7-9.
I think the Giants are overrated, so I'll go with the Patriots.
I think crybaby Brady there will be able to best the Giants. I think that they're going to be quite upset about their loss last week, and I don't think the Giants have that much.
The Giants might lose to the Dolphins. The only reason why they won because the Dolphins wanted to lose that game.
They want Andrew Luck.
Yeah, they
want
Andrew Luck.
I gotta take the Patriots. Next game is the Packers at the Chargers.
This is the week. The Chargers are mad after 2 losses in a row, and I think Philip Rivers finally comes out and has a big game. The one thing that's often overlooked about the Packers is their secondary hasn't played nearly as well as it has in past years. And I think at home this is going to be a very close game. I think the Chargers win this game 35-31 in a shootout.
I don't see the Packers taking the loss this week.
Packers.
Yeah, I take the Packers too. I think they'll go 16-0 this season.
Yeah, lose the next game today.
Okay. Who they play next game?
Lions. In Detroit.
Okay. Next game is Ravens at the Steelers.
Yeah.
This is a fairly easy pick in my opinion because these teams never get swept and the Ravens won. And earlier this year, and I think the Steelers have forgot that, and I think this is going to be a very physical, brutal game. Could be some injuries in this game, and I say that the Steelers win this game 20-17 on a last-second Big Ben drive, which touchdown has to keep.
Well,
You can't forget
this game's always going to be a physical game. Probably it's a defensive game, a lot of low-scoring game, but I like the Steelers.
I like the Steelers also, and they do sweep. Let's look at last year, for example.
Just like the first game, I think this be a blowout. And I don't think the Ravens will make the playoffs this season at all.
Let me just put it this way: the Steelers.
about to
Steelers.
cry.
I don't think I've ever seen the Steelers get swept by the Ravens.
No.
Try and include them.
And the last game, and this could be the game of the week, the Bills at the Eagles.
This will be a good game, but in this game, your fantasy performer will be Brett Selleck, who came on last week. Jermichael Finley had his game of the year against the Bears, and so did Brandon Pettigrew. I'm going to say he gets 2 touchdowns and goes for 10 catches and over 100 yards. And the Eagles are finally playing like the team that should be playing. Jay Cutler gets sacked 6 times or more in this game by the great defensive line they have there. And I say the Eagles win this game by a score of 20. I say they win this game 28-20 fairly close.
Yeah.
The speed on the outside for the Eagles opens up the seams in the middle for Selleck, and Vic has time with Peters back, as we saw last week. McCoy's the most underrated running back in the league, and I don't see the Bears stopping him or the Eagles offense that's back on track.
I'm going to take the Eagles.
I guess I take the Bills here. I don't think the Eagles will be able to stop Matt Forte at all. I just think he'll just stand.
Go around.